But we're gonna go back then, because this boss is the hardest part of the Chalice dungeons, in my opinion. Like, the hardest boss because of the health. I think I got stuck on this one for a couple hours when I got the platinum myself, so.
Very well then.
So we can get some more stamina. It doesn't even give us 1 damage. Damn, I was kind of hoping that we could get even 1 damage out of it. But we're gonna go back to pumping some vitality.
Farewell.
So now we'll see what we get out of this. But yeah. We'll see. I'm nervous for this. This is the thing that's gonna take the longest, I think, out of this whole thing, even more than actually like fighting the boss, or even more than like doing this chalice, this whole chalice. This could take as long as this whole video has been so far. It might get to the point where I might even like pause the recording for a little bit, if I'm being honest, just to be able to like. So who do we get? Queen Killer. Is that Alfred? He's the only like queen killer I know. So alright, let's see what happens. And you would think based off of the boss when we fought it before, it wouldn't be that difficult. Because it's Amygdala. But it is. For me, at least, it is very, very difficult. Like I said, it might get to a point where I might even just pause the recording and just take a break. So if you do see any like cuts like that, I might do a little bit of a like. That one sucked because I missed. Because like the thing is with Amygdala, it's the same as the other boss. If you hit its arms or its legs, it doesn't do shit. You have to hit its arms. But like I'm not concerned about the 80,000 echoes there. Yeah, so like I said, it's just, for me, it's hard to hit the arms. I think there's a strategy where I think you're supposed to untrick or like trick your weapon so it's longer and you can like hit its head more. But yeah, if you get the jump attack and you can dodge it, it's actually probably the best because you have a decent shot of hitting its head. But I think there's multiple phases for this too. I think it has the same thing where it starts using its arms as like a sword, as like the first Amygdala, the boss we fought in like the Nightmare Frontier. But again, I don't know. So you can hit its legs, it looks like, and kind of like stagger it a little bit. We got a decent amount of damage there. So, like, and when it does its jump attack, there's a certain way. I know that if you look it up, you can figure it out, but there's a certain way you can roll where you can always, like, hit its head. But, like I said, this is just... I believe it took me hours. I mean, there we got a decent attempt. So, I have some hope. I kind of want to use a summon from the first time in my entire Souls career. There we go. Okay. So that's embarrassing. That's like the speed run when you fight Wet Nurse and you try to roll because she tries to do like this triple swipe right away, and you just jump, and when you jump you take more damage. So I think you also take more damage when you're sprinting, but there's a certain few things that you can do in this game where you take more damage. So unfortunate for me. I don't know how necessary the bolt paper is. I don't know if it's weak to bolt or if bolt is even really going to help us. Yeah, see, it might even just be better because we're just getting fucked up off the rip. It might even be better just to fucking not run into the fight because... like, that's killing me. But, yeah, man, I am not a fan of this boss fight. Only because of the health. Again, it's like the last one, at least you can, like, break limbs and stuff, and I'm pretty sure you probably can, too. I think there's, like, there is a platinum speedrun trophy, like, for the... trophy for that, for like the speedrun for all trophies or whatever. There is a strat for Amygdala. As you can see, hitting the legs does like no damage, and it can still stomp you. Let's see if we can heal up. Yeah, so I don't even know where to begin with this fight. Yeah, it's not going well for me, guys, like at all. Like I said, I am known, if you guys watch any of my streams, for getting very frustrated with certain things. Like, mostly if it just feels, like, unfair. And that this whole half health thing is what makes this unfair. Like, why do you have to take my levels away to make something hard again? Like, if you wanted to make this hard, make people do it at a different time, you know? Okay, he stomped me a bit. Yeah, see, I don't... Like, I know you're not supposed to hit the legs, I understand that, but it's like giving me a shot to maybe possibly hit the rest of him. You know what I mean? So it's like sometimes you can get the blood, like the breaking of his leg, and then you can get a couple hits on the head or whatever. Again, I'm not entirely sure. I should probably be trying to hit other stuff. I think I'm gonna do a couple fights without. Like I said, this is gonna be probably the longest video you'll ever see as far as like a let's play on my channel. I don't want to say that because then watch me make a video that's longer or some shit. But I didn't see him jump. Yeah. But this could be a good 2-hour video. Or maybe I'll split it and maybe I'll make the amygdala fight something on its own. That could also be a possibility for what we do. Just cut it up and do that could be its own boss fight. Its own video. But like I said, the fight's just it is just difficult. Yeah, I don't even know. Like, the jump is what you want. Like, her, him, it, Amy G. I think I call it her because Amy G. But is what they call it, like, people call it in the boss fire in the all bosses runs and all that. But if it was spamming that's like the best case scenario. Sorry, I dropped my charger, or my controller was charging. I just dropped the charger. So when I throw my controller, I don't break it. No, I'm kidding. I won't throw my controller. Not that much of a crash out. Close, but not that much. But yeah, this boss is not fun. me. Heal up. I don't know what that is. This hand. No shot that hit me. Damn. Okay, so the extended cleaver does a little bit better because you can hit the arms. So that's not bad. You can hit the arms because it's like an upward and like it's a vertical slice. So it does a little bit better. Still doing some damage on the legs every once in a while seems to be alright. I could maybe try a beast blood pellet and some bolt paper with the strategy of this being up, but you definitely take more damage. But you do more damage too, obviously, so... Okay again. Get some distance and heal. Alright, try to get some distance and heal again. I'm already full health. I healed when I was already full health, so that's not great. Heal. I got lucky there. There we go. God damn. That was difficult. Great Defiled Chalice and Cursed Nourishing Damp Blood Gem. So I think that actually might be the last Chalice dungeon that we need. We get our 0 echoes back again. Another boss with another 0 echoes, but I don't care. I think that might be the actual Chalice dungeon that has the I don't want to say final boss, but like the most buried boss, the platinum boss, basically the gold trophy for like the last trophy that most people get for this game. So yeah, I guess extended attacks, you can use the legs to like break them to do a little bit more. That actually shouldn't have been as hard as I made it if I would have switched to that strategy a lot earlier. I think this might get broken up into 2 videos that maybe it'll just get released the same day. I'm not 100% sure what I'll do with it. This hour and 50-minute video now, hour 50 plus. I don't know how long the amygdala fight was, but maybe we'll break that, and if it's like a half hour, we'll break that into its own kind of thing. But I don't even think it was that long, so I don't know. We'll kind of figure it out. Like I said, if we do that, we'll just break it into its own video and do it on the same day. And we'll kind of go from there. We'll just release 2 in the same day just to make it more consumable. But yeah, that's about all I have for you guys today. I hate the cursed dungeons going down to what? So half of this would be 865 or 864 or something like that. 874. Yeah, because 8 and 8 would be 1600, and we'd need to get 25 would be 50. So 26. Eight 26 would get us to 52. No, so it'd be 8. I don't know, 28 and 28. What's 54 divided by 2 over here? I'm fucking struggling with that. So it would be 25 would be, so 27 and 27 would be 54. So 29 and 29. There we go. I'm such an idiot. So we're at like whatever, 879 health. I'm just being an idiot. I can't figure out fucking math. I'm so fucking just exhausted from doing that the whole video. Like I said, I think we'll split it up. We'll put the amygdala fight as its own kind of thing, just because it is notorious. So maybe people will look it up for, you know, how to beat it. I can give you some tips if you don't want to watch like a straight up strategy and you want to kind of figure it out yourself. That's kind of how extended R1s with the blade extended worked out for me, because you can actually hit the arms because it's more vertical. But again, that's just how it ended up kind of working out for me. It's still kind of, you can see it still kind of took me a lot. But anyways, so now last thing we'll go over real quick, the last things that we have, like I said, I'm pretty sure we can go straight to the great Defiled Chalice. I don't know how to pronounce that. We need the red jelly and we need living string. I'm pretty sure we can buy, or we would need red jelly and some more arcane haze. I'm pretty sure we could just buy that, but that's why you have to do a new game plus. So if we went here, maybe you can't buy red jelly. Okay, well, if you can't buy red jelly, I swore you could. But hey, if you can't, since it looks like you can't, which is crazy, we do have to go to another place anyway. You have to go to, I think it's you have to do part of the Great Chalice. So we need some more arcane haze for that. We have enough to do the lower Loran right now, but we need some more arcane haze for this one. So I think we'll either do the Lower Loran or the Great Is Chalice next episode, and then whichever one we don't do next episode, we'll do the following one, and then we should have enough to do the Great Thermu Ithil Chalice. I think is Ihil, Heal. I don't know how to pronounce it. These words are foreign to me, so I have no clue. But yeah, so we'll do, like I said, Lower Loran, Great Is in whatever order, and then we have this. So we have 3 more Chalice dungeons to do. And then this Bloodborne Let's Play will be officially completed with all the Chalice dungeons, with getting as many items as possible, all the DLC weapons, all the stuff. So anyways, that's all I have for you guys. In the next episode, we will continue on our Chalice dungeon run. So until then, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.